and if I'm honest with you, I'm still having my coffee, and whilst having my coffee, I was going through the news in the media. And if you remember our last night's live when we talked about the Israeli-Palestine conflict and the letter from braver man about anyone supporting a terrorist organization, right? Oh my God, I keep saying this word, and I'm a bit concerned that YouTube might get triggered by this word and somehow cancel this channel completely. But okay, so carrying on, I would say perhaps the conversation from last night, but now it's more to do with social media platforms as I found more details. I'm hoping that I will be able to read from my phone as I am on this live at the same time. So if I can't do it, I will end the live and then I'll go back live again with the computer screen in front of me. I'm gonna try now to see if I can do it from my phone. I won't be able to show you, I don't think, because this live is from my phone. No, I won't be able to do it. Okay, let me try to read this article, this news article, see if I can do it. Oh no, I can't share, I can't read this article from my phone. I don't know what to do now. Okay, I'll have to get back on this. Or maybe actually, just give me a second. I'm going to stop the camera and I'm gonna try and see if I can find another device to access the website from. Okay, consider this live paused for the moment. Okay, I will have to jump on the computer. I just turned my computer on and I'm gonna read the article from my computer screen and I will also show you. Okay, let me jump on here. This is from BBC News. Again, obviously, we can't really trust the media, but I think when it comes to these things, this is what they are trying to, spread. So I think it's a good idea to read this article. So, TikTok latest firm after X and Meta to be warned by EU over Hamas videos. The EU has warned TikTok about disinformation spreading on the platform after Hamas's attack on Israel. It urged CEO Xu Zichu in a letter to urgently step up efforts and spell out within the next 24 hours how it is complying with European law. Social media firms have seen a surge in misinformation about the conflict, including doctored images and mislabeled videos. The EU previously warned X, formerly Twitter, and Meta about such content. So, Meta is basically Facebook and Instagram as well. It said TikTok needed to be mindful of its popularity with young people. Oh, and WhatsApp. TikTok has a particular obligation to protect children and teenagers from violent content and terrorist propaganda, as well as death challenges and potentially life-threatening content, said EU Commissioner Thierry Breton in a post on X. X is formerly Twitter. As you know, it has been bought by Elon Musk. The BBC has approached TikTok for comment. X was given a similar 24-hour deadline on Tuesday. The firm's chief executive, Linda Yaccarino, responded by telling the blog he had removed or flagged tens of thousands of pieces of content since Hamas attacked Israel. She also said he had removed hundreds of accounts. Facebook and Instagram owner Meta has also been handed a similar warning about disinformation and a 24-hour deadline by the EU. The EU declined to comment on whether it had received a response from Meta, but a European Commission spokesperson said contacts are ongoing with the company's compliance teams. A Meta spokesperson told the BBC, after the terrorist attacks by Hamas on Israel on Saturday, we quickly established a special operations center staffed with experts, including fluent Hebrew and Arabic speakers, to closely monitor and respond to this rapidly evolving situation. Our teams are working around the clock to keep our platform safe, take action on content that violates our policies or local law, and coordinate with third-party fact-checkers in the region to limit the spread of misinformation. We'll continue this work as this conflict unfolds. Hi, Teresa. I haven't seen you for a long time. How are you? So let me carry on with this. Ex-chief executive Miss Yaccarino said the company had redistributed resources and refocused internal teams to deal with the content. In her letter to the blog, she said X had responded to more than 80 requests in the EU to remove content, as well as adding notes to certain posts which give context to them. More than 700 unique notes related to the attacks and unfolding events are showing on X, she wrote. These notes display on an additional 5,000 plus posts that contain matching images or videos. This number grows automatically if the relevant images and videos are reused in new posts. Meanwhile, in response to the illegal content claim from the EU, Ms. Yaccarino said X had not received any notices from Europol. EU Commissioner Thierry Breton has demanded that X and Meta prove how they have taken timely, diligent, and objective action. The EU introduced new laws in August 2023 which regulate the kind of content that is allowed online. The Digital Services Act requires so-called very large online platforms to proactively remove illegal content and show they have taken measures to do so if requested. The EU told the BBC it was not currently in a position to comment on what would come next in these specific cases, but explained what was hypothetically possible under the law. The DSA allows the EU to conduct interviews and inspections and, if it is unsatisfied, proceed to a formal investigation. If it decides that a platform has not complied or is not addressing the problems it has identified and the risks of harming users, the Commission can take more drastic steps. This can include a heavy fine, and as a last resort, it can even request judges ban the platform from the EU temporarily. So this is basically the article that I wanted to read out to you. So as you can see, now it's focusing on social media in particular, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all the big platforms. And I think that TikTok is a very important platform for them to be, well, not targeting, but approaching rather, I would say, because everybody's on TikTok nowadays. TikTok is very popular. And so, as you can see, just like we talked about last night, for example, here in the UK with the letter which was sent to the police, the platforms are being asked to remove any kind of content that they deem misinformation. So, apart from the fact that if you would in any way not support Palestine, but possibly, see something negative against Israel, then it's deemed that you are supporting a terrorist organization and you can be held legally liable for that, as it was mentioned in the letter as well. So basically the police can take action, and now we are seeing that further they will be monitoring posts, anything that is posted online which they label as misinformation, which to me sounds very similar to how the COVID situation was handled online with misinformation. Yeah, so basically this is why I came on to do this live, because I know that a lot of us, we use social media platforms. And again, I want to remind you that if you do speak anything negatively about what's going on between Israel and Palestine, if you speak negatively on Israel, then you are deemed as supporting a terrorist organization. So it's illegal, and also even showing a Palestine flag in support. That's illegal, at least in the UK. So the police can take action, the police can arrest you, because they will say that you are supporting or spreading, or well, supporting or not spreading, but sharing a terrorist organization and stuff like that. So it's deemed illegal, and like I've just read now, illegal content claim, and so they are targeting all of the social media platforms. I'm not sure how is it going to work with X, as in Twitter, because we know that Elon Musk, he bought the company, and he's very outspoken against the media in general and against the usual consensus of what's going on. So I don't know how that's going to be, but my guess is that he will probably have to follow what they are requesting of him to do. Teresa is saying the YouTube link I just sent you is an academic perspective by a Greek university professor in the USA. You sent me the link. Let me see. Because I can't see a link here. Unless... Will you send me the link again after I finish this live as a comment under the video? Because this chat might not allow you to send me a link in the chat. So maybe if you could do it after I end this live as a comment under the video, maybe then I can see the link, because the link is not here. So yeah, guys, before I go, I'm gonna go and finish my coffee. I can barely keep my eyes open, but I'm just gonna say before I go, I just want to, advise you to keep an eye out and make sure that you do not say anything negatively about what's going on between Israel and Palestine. Specifically, don't say anything negatively about Israel, because you are breaking the law, it seems. I know that here in the UK it's a different kind of law to other countries, but I'm sure that something similar will be prepared if it hasn't been prepared already to other countries. So yeah, I don't want you guys getting in trouble. So if you know you have a different opinion, I would advise you to just keep it to yourself. Don't say it to anyone else. Don't share it online. Don't comment. Don't anything, because they have special teams which are monitoring the online content. And you know, you will, I'm sure that you will get in legal trouble if you do the opposite. So yeah, that's why I did these lives, and I did the live last night. I wanted to make sure that you guys read the letter, or see the letter, and share the letter if you can, to make other people aware, because I'm sure that you've seen lately in the news a lot of protests in the UK and also in other countries in support of Palestine, including, from what I've seen in the UK, people protesting on the street, you know, showing the Palestinian flag. And from the letter that I read yesterday, that is illegal now. So nobody is allowed to show the Palestinian flag. Nobody is allowed to protest with Free Palestine and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, please make sure that, you know, you don't do something illegal. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. Even I'm not sure if I'm gonna get in trouble by sharing this with you, in the sense that I just want to make you aware of all the laws or regulations or whatever else you want to call it. It doesn't matter anyway. The truth is that if you don't want to get in legal trouble, you better learn to keep your mouth shut, and also keep your fingers doing something else on your phone, on your keyboard, on your screen, wherever. Just talk about anything else. Don't talk about that. It's for our own good, if we want to still be free. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Even if you are seeing this on replay, please bear in mind that this is very serious. It is serious. And although you think that online you are hiding behind the screen and nobody knows nobody knows you, nobody knows where you are, they have special teams who will find out. Okay, guys, take care. And I'll talk to you in another live. Bye. Bye, Teresa. It was nice seeing you.